this one on the bottom. But for some reason, this queen had at one point skipped that box. And so we switch them so that as she's in this box, she has to go through the other one. But yet I had a queen out at a outyard that was like, no, really, I'm not going to lay in that box. I'm just going to like literally crawl through it and go to the box above it. It's like, whatever.
I don't like this box.
Yeah, and sometimes they don't. They just don't like the comb in it, and they'll just refuse to lay. So we have been working, trying really hard this year to work on getting old comb out of the hives and give them, a chance to start new comb so that it's fresh for the queen. Because they do prefer cleaner wax, And when it gets real dark like this is, they sometimes really don't want to lay in it.
What's that there? Oh, it's a rookery, I guess. There you go.
So you guys can ask questions and stuff the whole time we're going through this. I should have said that earlier. But, any questions you may think of, just ask away. There's your larva. Capped brood. No queen yet. But this is
and
looking...
if this is something that interests you, I highly recommend check out Hives for Heroes. It's an organization that gets veterans and first responders into beekeeping.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So all you gotta do is sign up on the website. They hook you up with a mentor. If you're local to the area and you sign up, you can even say, you can use us as your mentor. You can even say, I already have a mentor, Funny Farm Apiaries, and we mentor you for a year. After the year is up, you get a split off of one of the hives that you work.
Oh, wow.
So we essentially give you free bees.
That's cool.
Within the program, they want anybody who's involved to kind of earn it. So, like, you would buy your suit and equipment and stuff like that. Now,
Right.
on our farm, we've been graced through various donations to be able to set quite a few veterans up with equipment as well.
Yeah, oh, cool.
So
Wow.
we could give you bees and, like a whole hive box set up.
Yeah, we just got a free hive yesterday.
Yeah.
When did you
Brand
start?
new.
Wow. You started in spring. Is there a time? Obviously not in the winter, but I mean.
Yeah, I mean, spring is
Spring is-
always the start, but
Start,
I mean,
that's
if
when you
somebody,
start a hive.
yeah,
You're gonna start
yeah.
one. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean.
If you start them too well, the thing is though, is if you start your own hive, say in the middle of the season, but it was started off of something that's already been established,
Okay. Yeah.
that's different. Like
Yeah.
if you would say you would adopt somebody's hives,
Yeah.
that's different because they're already established, already doing. You're
Okay,
just
gotcha.
you're moving into their property and you're taking over their care. But as far as like a brand new hive, yeah, it's always spring.
They're starting to swarm
I was
now.
going to say, they just seem to get rather agitated at this
Yeah,
point.
They're
I
saying
noticed
it's gonna
that their
rain.
humming
Right?
changed. That's why I'm wondering if she could be on this one. I don't see eggs on this one though. I do see larvae, but I don't see eggs. But it is sometimes an indication. But
It's like finding Waldo, huh?
sometimes.
Where's the queen?
These guys,
Yeah, like I
man,
said,
they
when
are
you see her though, you will definitely
That's
like,
the
oh,
queen.
that's noticeable.
yeah.
Yeah, I
But
know.
as you're going through, like, if you're doing normal inspections, it's crazy. You could miss her.
She blends in, huh?
Yeah.
Well, and they cover her sometimes too.
Yeah, they're
and-
protecting her.
I was gonna say, it's like I watch a lot of like bee content, and it usually seems like what you can there's usually they swarm around her, kinda.
Yeah, they're supposed to follow her around and protect her and provide her what she needs.
Makes sense. Well, that one did not like my phone. I'm pretty sure it was trying to attack.
Okay, let's see
Just a brick of bees. Oh. So many bees on the ground.
You don't walk now, you squish them.
And she's big too, so I don't know why I have not seen her yet. I mean, she usually stands out pretty well.
You think you gotta see her. Where is she? Find her.
Oh, little buddy on.
This is newer comb that they drew. They'll most likely put honey in it. You know, she shouldn't lay out in the last frame. Although I have seen some. Is a hive beetle. Just can't believe I can't find her. Is that me or you? Yeah, what you? That's
No, I
you?
said neat.
Oh.
Suddenly get louder again.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear that was the frame the last time.
It was. I'm like, am I missing her? There's a lot of big drones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
Thank God though they're
Oh,
dark.
she is.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
in
I
the,
Oh no, that is a drone. Yep, that's a drone. Oh, I was
No.
like, are you kidding?
how comes there's so many of them hanging out
There's a
there?
beetle.
They're because
Yeah.
it's a food frame. Yeah, if I don't get it, she'll get it.
Oh,
I'll go after it. Yeah,
oh, look at that. That's pretty rad.
yeah. We'll try and chase it out.
This one's pretty big. Is that her?
That's a drone. Yep.
Yeah, the drones in this hive are enormous.
Yeah, there's
There's
one
one
on
or
you.
They're fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's having a grand old time.
You want a quick look on this one? Yeah. See if I'm missing her.
Yeah, if they're supposed to follow her, I feel like she's on one of the ones you have out.
Yeah. Yeah, because they got really loud.
Yeah. Oh, they don't like. Yeah, they don't like them. Look at them all now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, nothing. This one here? Right there, right?
Yeah.
You got stuck. Right through your thing.
Through the
Get
glove
out.
and the suit.
Wow.
Damn.
You must
That
be
one was
close to
that one was devoted.
do they get more? Their toxin or their poison get more toxic as the year goes on? Is it stronger?
No, it's but
God.
if you leave the stinger in,
They are not happy with your phone.
Yeah, sometimes they get that. I don't know if it's they see the reflection and they think it's either bees or what, but yeah, they get.
Like those fighter fish.
There's been a couple of them like land on and start like freaking out on the
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, I get that from time to time when we're taking pictures or doing videos, and yeah, it's just funny.
Certainly cute to watch.
why don't you use the thingy? I have it in my.
Rather it be my phone than me.
Well, I gotta take my gloves and but you should probably see if Dad can come
Oh,
over.
they are swarming now. Oh,
They're gonna continue.
one's just on the
They
camera.
will Continue going.
Yeah, if you let me know if you want to continue going. If you want me to find go to another hive and find a queen in another hive. You drive the beekeeper experience. I just am along to give you facts, fun facts, and
The facts about the bees.
I kind of want to see one.
find.
So you want to continue?
Kind of.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna go get my dad and have him come over and continue taking pictures.
Let me know how Stinky's appointment went. The boss. Have you seen him?
Yeah, he was here last time. We were are you talking about the little boy?
Yeah.
Yeah. We met him in October.
Yeah.
November.
He's huge. He is huge. He's like the size of a 3-year-old. Like, I actually met a 3.5-year-old yesterday. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I think my grandson is about his size. And he just turned 2.
Oh my.
So he is. And
Man,
he
they are-
really,
Oh my gosh.
really is so smart. Like, he recognizes the letters and numbers already.
Wow.
And he repeats like everything you say, so we really have to be careful. Especially Kevin, because he lets the F-bomb drop a lot.
Yeah, Colin.
Oh my gosh, there's so many of them on the edge.
Yeah.
But my husband calls him Monster Boy, and I call him Sweet Boy. So I'll say, what does Nana call you? And he'll say, Sweet Boy. And I say, what does Papa call you? Monster Boy. You got it.
Oh, they stayed up with the size longer.
Oh my goodness, these guys seem angry.
Taylor did go through the terrible 2. She went through the effed up 4s. And she was a big brat. Oh my God.
Kevin will always say, like when I talk about our daughter, Kevin will go, yeah, she was horrible. My sister, she was horrible. And I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, shut up. And she wasn't. She was like a really good kid. She was very content with, just, you gave her something to do. She used to sit and play for hours with it. Kevin on the phone.
That's how Colin was too. Colin, you ask him to do something, you do it. Taylor, it may never happen.
Yeah, well, Kevin was. It
Yeah,
couldn't
they
even
really want to get me.
be. Otherwise, he was like getting into something he shouldn't have gotten into. So when stuff happens with Evan, I'm always touched him six.
Oh my God.
Oh.
So they asked me to check their hive. They were the most calm bees. It was so hot yesterday, but they were so calm.
What, you think that's because it was so hot, or they just...
No, usually when it's hot, they get pissy.
Oh.
Yeah. So, like beekeeper experiences, I usually don't do in August because they do tend to get cranky. So I'm just gonna go.
But July is more like August, right?
Yeah, for real. I'm gonna pull one frame from
It's crazy how calm they are initially.
There's
I'll do is I'll put these towels in for them. And what they do is they rip it up, or they start shredding it a little bit.
All right.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye, Kevin.
See you
Yeah,
guys again.
thank
Paul, it was
you.
nice meeting you.
It's nice meeting you too.
Thank you guys for all coming out.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for having us.
having us, yeah.
Let me know how big your boy is. Yep, I will. Yep. Okay. Okay, so they're not really doing a whole lot with this box. You're in pants.
You know.
Playing it safe, are you? Well, I switched to a different hive because I couldn't find a queen in that one. I saw signs of her. No, honestly. I saw signs of her but didn't see her. So we moved to this one. They really want to see a queen. I want them to see a queen. So we're going to go in here. And that's what I'm really going to do is I'm going to really focus on trying to find
Oh, they've been caught.
like if you want to give any fun facts or anything.
Anybody want to know anything?
Yes, a lot of questions. I can't think of any now. How long does it take from the time they plant the egg till it hatches?
Depends on the type of thing, which cast it is.
Uh-huh.
Worker bees take 21 days. A queen only takes 16, and a drone takes 24. The queen is the shortest one, and she's in there only about 16 days.
And yet she gets so big.
Big, yes.
Yeah,
That's
wow.
pretty wild.
It is really wild that that's how it works.
That royal jelly works wonders, I guess.
Well, they call it the magic elixir of life, or something like that. The elixir of life. People believe that taking royal jelly is this
Yeah, I've
awesome
heard that.
miracle drug thing. It's really expensive. You know, do I think it's worth it? Probably not, but I don't know.
Would we harvest it? Absolutely
It's-
not.
I guess you'd have to get a lot
It's
of...
really cumbersome because what they do is they take a syringe, like a needle syringe, and they just suck a little bit out of each cell.
Oh my.
You know, now the people that do it on large scale, they have a machine that has thousands of needles, and they're
Oh
all
my
lined
God.
up so that they go into each cell.
Oh my.
Wow.
It's more like a mini vacuum head.
Yeah, but it just sucks just a little bit out of 1,000 cells at a time, not 1, 2, 3 cells like we do.
Is that a drone?
Here's a
Go
drone
again.
too.
Oh wow, that is
I
a
did
big
find
drone.
drones for them. These guys
Yeah.
have a hive beetle.
Problem?
A little bit of a problem here.
A lot of them? Well, we gotta put things in then. So, did she explain hive beetles?
No.
Just a nasty bug that we get. They ruin it. They eat the honey, turn it into like a goo, and the wax turns into
Well, they
Mess.
lay their eggs.
their eggs, their larvae in the cells.
She's here somewhere because
What are you doing? I'll show you them later.
So then which ones lay the eggs, drones?
The
no.
queen.
Queen. Oh, she's the only one that lays the eggs.
Most
Drones can
So she
lay eggs,
lays the
but
eggs. Oh, sorry.
workers can lay eggs,
Workers, that's right. They're the
Yeah.
girls.
But they're-
female workers can lay eggs if the
but
queen
they're
is
not a
failing.
fertilized egg.
But yes, they're not fertilized eggs, so it'll be a ton of drones.
But what she'll do is lay the egg on top of the mite then? Is it kill the baby or?
No,
No?
actually, she'll lay the egg. They'll start to feed it royal jelly, and the mites will say, "Hey, look, there's a cell we can go into to lay eggs in."
Uh-huh.
And they'll go in there and they'll lay mite eggs, and then when they seal it up, then they grow in there until they can hatch. When the bee hatches, the mites will come out, and then we'll have more mites.
Oh, I got you.
So
Can that inevitably kill the bee?
the mites, no, but the diseases, the way the mites infect the bees, yes.
Uh-huh.
And that's really what happens. Just like getting a tick.
Yeah.
Ticks won't ultimately kill you, but they will
Give you something that
give you
will.
I can't say it.
Debilitate.
That's it, debilitate.
Yep, debilitate.
Yeah.
You know, to the point where you almost feel like you want to die. But
Yeah.
So I saw somewhere where they were saying some kind of virus it kills some of the honeybees or
well,
something.
that's what they're calling
Yeah.
it, colony collapse disorder,
Uh-huh.
CDC or colony collapse.
Yeah.
Now that is a bunch of symptoms all wrapped into one. They threw this big name on it, like colony collapse. It comes from mites. It comes from pesticides. It comes from the ups and downs of the temperatures in the wintertime. So what happens is, in the wintertime, they cluster, and they make this big ball of bees, and they keep the queen warm in the middle. They keep that temperature around 85, maybe. And then, when we get a warm day, they break cluster. If we get a bunch of warm days in a row, like in January, the queen thinks, hey, it's spring, and she'll start to lay eggs, like she's doing there. She'll put a pattern of eggs out. Well, now the bee's job is to keep those eggs warm. So they'll get on top of it, and they'll vibrate and keep it warm. As long as a warm temperature is happening, they're fine. The next week, the temperature goes from the 50s down into the teens. Well, now the bees are not clustered, and they're not keeping that colony warm in the middle. They're trying to keep that warm and the hive, and they don't do either one.
Ah.
And the colony temperature starts to drop and drop and drop, and then eventually they freeze to death.
Oh man.
So in the middle of winter, you can lose a hive very easily to temperature swings.
What
So-
what temperature? Do you know what temperature it stays at that when they're warm and at the
About
right?
85,
About 85. Oh
80,
my.
85. They try to keep it nice and warm in the hive.
In the wintertime, it can vary from 60 to 85, depending on how
big the cluster
the
is,
cluster is.
He's sweating it all.
A little bit.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, this is beekeeping at its finest, if you want to call it that. This is the time of year that we really dread beekeeping. Now she just ordered a cool vest that you can put underneath your suit.
Oh, that's nice. That'll be nice.
We're gonna try it. We
Air
had neck
conditioner.
fans that we used to wear. That
Huh.
would blow cool air through your thing.
I ordered a different one.
A different neck fan.
I did.
Who had the fans at work that time?
Veronica.
Veronica. I was just
I
thinking
was
about
wearing
that
them.
little fan. That's right.
Yeah, the ones that we had like big fans at the end. And the only problem with that is, the smoker
smoke.
was then blowing up in our
Oh,
face.
gotcha. Yeah.
And dirt, if dirt would come out of the smoker. And I was like, all right, that's not fun. I don't like these fans. So we stopped using them, but I ordered a different kind
Why don't you
now.
go to one of the hives out the front that has very little
Bee,
bees?
which hives don't have many bees?
All the ones you just combined.
No, they have many bees.
Do they now?
Well, because I combined them.
No, but I didn't think any of them were real bees.
Well, I started with that one back there.
I'm
and
saying
I
go to
didn't-
a smaller hive to find a queen.
There's no smaller than that three
Okay.
box one. Huh? What? For real?
Yes.
Okay. Well, if I don't find her here,
Do you want me to go look for that one? See if I can find her in there quick?
no.
Okay.
I don't have one more box to go on this one. But usually I find it in the one with the blue box. And then in the other one, they kept getting louder on 2 frames, and we couldn't find her anywhere. Huh?
Why is this taking picture? Okay.
So what are the ones with like the holes in the top then?
Those are feeders. What we do is we can put syrup in there, and then they can travel down in there and drink
Here
the
she is.
syrup.
Hmm.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. Just let me see which way she's going.
She marked or unmarked?
Well,
Very
I
badly
think
marked?
she's marked, but she keeps switching. There she goes. She's got that
Oh,
yellow
yeah,
dot
there
on
she
her.
is.
She keeps going through the hole in the.
Why don't I see her?
Yeah, I missed
She
it.
went. She
She
went
keeps
inside.
walking through this space here.
She's right there.
Oh, I see
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. She's like a
Oh,
light
all
There
right.
brown.
we go.
The yellow mark.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow.
No, don't go there. Stay
Yes,
out.
yes.
Picture too.
I don't want to behead her, so.
That would be
That
upsetting.
would be.
Maybe she.
We'd have to name her.
Oh, I've done it already. Not that way, but getting her into that queen catcher I was telling you about.
Oh, that was pretty wild.
Really,
You got a picture, Kyle?
she's camera
Yeah.
shy.
Nope, she's gonna. She's possibly gonna lay.
Here she.
No,
Have
she'll
her take-
actually
in there.
dip her
She'll
butt in.
actually back
Yeah,
into
the-
the cell.
Don't be fickle.
Of course
Pick
she
a
will.
cell.
Of course she will. She's gonna run around to the other side.
We'll see. She may stay.
Out of my
Just
way.
getting ready.
Pheasants. And around we go.
She's not gonna lay here. It's like pollen.
Question is, why is she on that cell or on that frame?
Well, she's
Messing
looking for
with
a
ya.
cell. Because there are a lot of open on the other side, but
See, and the bees aren't following her as much as they usually do. Usually
Yeah,
they
but I
follow
saw-
the queen around like in a cluster. And
I
they
saw another hive where they were like that, and then as soon as she was ready to start laying, then they all gathered. So,
Protocol.
oh, they're feeding her.
Oh.
That one bee was feeding her.
she's like, I'm hungry, give me some food.
I refuse to lay until I have some food.
Well, she may not lay anyway. Some of the queens are very light sensitive shy. They just don't like being out in display. Sometimes the bees don't even like her to be out in display. They'll do this clustering around her and you can't even see her, so they'll just
Oh my
hide her.
god.